12 things super rich people spend money on that poor people can't. Did you know that the average billionaire spends over $80 million per year? And that's just an average amount. I'm sure you would agree that a whole lot of ridiculous things can be purchased with that level of money. If you want to know what the super rich spend their money on that poor people can't, then stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. We'll be talking about all the expenditures that the insanely rich carry out, from having islands named after them to bizarre things like controlling the weather. This is Wealthy Fact, where you come to watch, implement, and get wealthy. If you're new here, please be sure to subscribe to our channel and give a thumbs up for this video because it really helps us bring more exciting content to you. Now, without further delay, let's get into it. Today we'll be talking about 12 things super rich people spend money on that poor people can't. Number 1, exotic trips. A lot of people love to travel, but what distinguishes the rich from the poor is the way and manner of which they travel. Thanks to the advent of Airbnb and budget flights, people can travel to anywhere in the world on an average salary. But average doesn't cut it for the extremely wealthy amongst us. They have entirely different traveling habits. Most have completely customized experiences. This means every bit of their trip is planned and tailored by professionals with experience and insider knowledge. The price for hiring such professionals goes for £100,000 and above. Don't kid yourself for a second to think that the rich consider the most popular tourist centers in the world. No, they have the luxury of going to the most exclusive places in the world that most can only dream of. Examples are the Isfahan in Iran, Tbilisi in Georgia, and the Lima in Peru. The duration of these trips vary from anywhere between 4 weeks to 6 months because rich people want a culturally enriching time that you cannot get from a 1-week trip. Number 2, pet cloning. Now I know what you're thinking. Cloning? Isn't that some futuristic technology? Well, yes, but it is very possible and legal to have animals cloned, and for a hefty price. Countries like South Korea, Australia, and the USA have brought cloning technology to rich pet owners, with charges ranging from $50,000 and above, and that's before taxes are paid. With this kind of technology, rich people don't have to worry about losing a pet. The technology provides a platform for gene addition technology, DNA preservation, etc., and most of the companies can clone small pets like cats and dogs. Number 3, movies. Ever watch a movie on the day it's released? Most people have, of course, but not many people have watched movies before their release date. But that's a normal purchase for the extremely wealthy. The ultra-rich get access to the new movies shortly before the public release date. Those with enough money can pay for a movie and get to watch it in their own private theater, set up in their homes or in their private booths in the theater themselves. Eye-opening, right? Same thing happens with the new episodes of popular TV series. The rich can get access to new episodes of movie series long before it airs, provided that they can pay the money required. Number 4, schooling. Even though a lot of rich people don't think that formal education is critical for success, rich parents have spared no expense when it comes to the education of their kids. By sending their kids to the most prestigious and reputable schools in the world, they ensure their kids receive the best form of education the world has to offer, going from the primary levels, tertiary institutions, and colleges. These schools have been known to produce future multimillionaires. Schools like Harvard and Stanford University have produced ultra-high net worth individuals with the average net worth of over $300 million. I'm sure you already know that such schools are exclusive. Only the wealthy and extremely intelligent can be privy to such fine schooling. Number 5, collectibles. It's no secret that the rich people are heavy collectors, either from ancient antique items, priceless jewelry, to sublime works of art. Recent surveys have revealed that rich people invest their cash on what they generically call treasure. Dealers, auctioneers, and art galleries are deeply trying to understand the psychology of the rich because of their interest and immense money spent on various collectibles, antiques, and expensive works of art. Rich women go to great lengths to possess antique jewelry made out of diamonds and other precious stones. The rich also spend a lot of money to buy pieces of history. Objects like historic statues, clothes, armor, and weapons that cost an immense amount of money. An example of this is one of Leonardo da Vinci's notebooks called the Codex of Leicester, which is worth $30.8 million, making it one of the most expensive pieces of writing in the world, and it is owned by Bill Gates. This is just an example of how far the rich are willing to go to buy collectibles. Number 6, housing. It may be difficult to fathom life as a multimillionaire or billionaire, but one thing we can clearly see is the historic mansions and lavish property that the wealthy have and reside in. In Singapore, where many of the insanely rich reside, houses are often bought or sold for more than $30 million. Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, owns more than 5 houses in multiple states in the U.S., and the amount of money that's spent on some of the furniture design, household appliances, and house renovations is in the millions. For the rich, buying homes and properties is a good way to enjoy life, but also to save their investments. Number 7, vehicles. If you thought that just buying expensive houses are the only ways rich people spend their money, then prepare to be amazed. Rich people have an assortment of luxury vehicles that they use to get around in style, ranging from exotic cars, private jets, private trains, and yes, private submarines. Here's a kicker: these private submarines are worth more than $200 million. Prince Al-Walid bin Talal owns a jet that has tables for his horses, rooms for his Rolls Royces, 5 private bedrooms, and 2 dining rooms. This jet, the Airbus A380, also called the Flying Palace, is worth over $500 million. Number 8. Exotic meals. Now let's talk about some of the things rich people eat. They enjoy delicacies made out of assorted meat from extremely rare animals, both in the land and sea, to even more hard-to-find plants that only grow on discrete sections of the planet. These meals are prepared by the most reputable and expensive chefs at their homes or in the most exclusive restaurants around the world. The wine in any of the drinks that they may enjoy goes anywhere from vintage to extremely expensive drinks made by some of the world's best breweries. Even snacks have been known to be imported from countries around the world to the hands of these rich people. It's clear that the rich have an appetite for luxury, and it's also clear that they have the money to satisfy it. Number 9. Health. It's often said that you can have a lot and your cash can rise, but it doesn't mean much when your health declines. It's for such reasons that the wealthy are always striving to stay healthy and maintain their appearances. Though the ways and means they do so might seem a little over the top to some of us, rich people feel it's a necessity. They buy all sorts of medical items, ranging from the latest cutting-edge tech to health pills. Rich people love buying pills, whether it's pills that stop your skin from getting sunburnt, solving erectile dysfunction, anti-wrinkle baldness, and a wide assortment of other prescription drugs. Rich people have also been known to purchase in large quantity drugs for mental illness, and not to mention the ridiculous amount they spend on therapy and therapeutic items, such as custom-designed yoga mats, personal instructors, and life coaches. Rich people also spend a lot on surgeries, some of which are for enhancing their appearance. Number 10. Insurance. Now this is an interesting one. Rich people have all sorts of insurance to ensure their safety and the safety of their families. Rich people take advantage of the most eerie kinds of insurance, such as life insurance in the hundreds of millions, car insurance, pet insurance, and even kidnapping insurance. Because when you are wealthy, you can fall victim to all manners of crimes, so insurance is a good way they protect themselves and their families. Number 11. Events. You can't be in the top 1% without having to attend some of the most exclusive events in the world. They attend galas, balls, fashion shows, and auctions that only the rich and powerful are allowed to attend. They also attend all sorts of parties that many have only dreamed of in their life, not to mention the amount of money spent when the rich organize events such as birthdays, weddings, and funerals. They spend a lot of money on the event halls and the ice sculptures and the extremely expensive souvenirs. Some even go as far as ensuring that there is fair weather, so they employ cloud seeding companies to release chemicals to stop the rain and keep their events dry. I guess you can control the weather to a certain degree when there is a lot of money involved. Number 12. Land. We might have said something similar before, but we just had to speak more broadly on this subject. A lot of rich people own lands around the globe, a lot of which is for businesses and leisure purposes, and some for the preservation of the pristine state of the lands that they care a lot about. Multimillionaires and billionaires have been known to buy islands and even natural water bodies for their own personal uses. Some also pay to have lands in certain areas named after them. We hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for staying with us all the way through. And if you know more insane purchases that rich people make, please feel free to leave a comment and tell us your experiences. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the notification button so you never miss any of our new exciting content. Until next time, thanks for watching.